his dog Bubba. Jake, who is homeless. Jake, you've found yourself some shelter here. Why are you outside during this entire hurricane?
Well, I chose not to go inside yesterday because the Salvation Army and Russian Winds homeless shelter where they were accepting people were caught killing everybody that was in there.
I'm sorry.
Right.
Okay. All right. So clearly you're homeless and...
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth, and much respect to the Akim out there laboring in his work. Peace and salutation to the hopefully elect that are scattered abroad across the four corners of the earth. To you I say, Shalom. So yeah, quick news and prophecy update from Zero Hedge, and as you can see, Hurricane Helene exposes a deep betrayal of America, right? And that's what's taking place. You know, there's a great division amongst America because, like the apostle went into yesterday, the Egyptians being set against the Egyptians, well, that's being done by the Heavenly Father, you know, and the Lord is bringing down America while at the same time exposing the weakness of America and the fact that, you know, this government is not for the so-called people. And that's what these conservatives are starting to see. So Isaiah 19 and verse 2, it says, "Now it set the Egyptians against the Egyptians," which are your modern day Edomites. You got them set up into, you know, two opposing classes, of course, Democrat and Republican. You know, what type of American are you? And they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. That's civil war right there. So that's what's currently being set up. And who's doing that? The Heavenly Father. So he's using the left hand to bring down America with these man-made, you know, catastrophic events, so-called man-made, right? Because it's really the Most High who gave this man the technology to do that with the harp. And also just the instability of America in general, the infrastructure being broken down, the economy being shot, inflation going up, cyber attacks upon the water system, all these things which are accumulating. You know, they're basically trying to blame that upon, you know, the whole Biden and Kamala regime, and saying that there needs to be a new leader. And that's why they're looking for Trump to save the day. So the scenario for civil war is being set up right before our eyes. So again, Hurricane Helene exposes a deep betrayal of America. It says Americans across several states are suffering and attempting to survive under unimaginably harsh conditions without food and water. In that aftermath of Hurricane Helene, which tore across 10 states in the southeast last week, leaving a path of destruction in its wake. And a week later, these people have found that they are largely on their own, see? As all the real help that has arrived has come through the efforts of individuals and nonprofit groups such as Samaritan Purse, Mountain Mule, Packers Ranch, Save Our Allies, and Area Recovery, which has exposed the fact to anyone who didn't already know that the Biden regime doesn't give a damn about them. As Biden and his minions have engaged in not just dereliction of duty, in which dereliction means what? It says the state of having been abandoned and become dilapidated, all right, whatever they say. So basically the people feel abandoned, right, and in need of help. So it says, again, as Biden and his minions have engaged in not just dereliction of duty, but the worst betrayal of the American people ever witnessed since the birth of the nation. And so we're going to scam through and hit some points. So right here it says, Americans should note, take note, $20 million for the victims of Helene and well over $640 million for illegal aliens and approximately $180 billion for Ukraine. When does this damn madness stop? So, you know, of course, they've been shooting money over to Ukraine like every other goddamn week. Same like, you know, in the billions. And they're saying now that they don't even have enough money to fund, you know, the chaos that has taken place. So, of course, these people feel betrayed, and it's all because of what the Biden administration. So it says it's an astounding matter. It's an astounding matter that despite assertions of 19,000 National Guardsmen and FEMA workers already being on the ground in those states most severely affected, from Florida to Tennessee and Georgia and on to the horrific situation near Asheville, North Carolina, no one can find them. As FEMA workers are simply sitting in their trucks and sending out mass emails with an app for the victims of Helene to use to apply for financial help, rebuilding their homes, and most importantly, finding a way to have food and water and medicines sent their way as soon as possible. This in areas where there currently isn't electricity or any cell phone reception and internet. Them niggas going through it out there. Damn. It's a curious thing to witness this tragic situation compounded by the inaction of the federal government and federal workers, agencies, and the U.S. military all missing in action due to what? The Biden administration. As it says in the bold, where is the federal government? No one has seen much of an inkling from it yet. Okay? So, you got these Edomites, of course they right wing, man, you know, these conservatives. They freaking hate Biden because they feel like he's destroying their country. So let's hear this guy speak for a minute. And we also gonna watch this video right here as well. You know, the stage is being set for civil war because they're gonna take matters back into their own hands.
Do you know about Trump's IRS loophole? It could help save your retirement from recession.
A matter of life and death for the people of North Carolina. So, my name is Jonathan Howard. I'm a member of the Florida State Guard Special Missions Unit, and I'm also up here with Aerial Recovery, a nonprofit. I came up here on Sunday with Aerial Recovery before we even got activated. We flew up here, and then we got activated, which is great. I have my team up here working as well. Here's the problem. I'm going to tell you everything that's happening from the ground, what I'm actually seeing, because what they're telling you is complete bullshit on the news, and these politicians don't have a fucking clue, and they're lying. And I'll say this now, and I'll say it at the end of the video. The only thing I need from this video is helicopters. If I have helicopters, I can save lives. Without helicopters, I can't reach these people. It doesn't matter how many chainsaws and trucks I got, I can't get to them. They're 10 miles in, 20 miles, 40 miles in the mountains. There's no way to get with them or even communicate with them. I am literally flying around in a civilian helicopter looking for SOS messages carved in the mud or painted on the ground, and we're dropping down and saving them. What got me fired up about this was yesterday, me and my team did the rescue of that 11-day-old baby. And all these government officials and social media, they're showing that video, that pictures and video of that rescue, and claiming that like they have some like government help with that. And I mean, even USA, I think it was USA Today, wrote an article about it saying it was a Florida National Guard that went and got it, like with a helicopter. No, it was me, my buddy Charlie, and a civilian named Zeb with his own personal helicopter out of Wilmington, North Carolina. Like without that civilian, that baby would be dead. And the old lady we went and rescued after that, she'd be dead too because she had 1 day left of oxygen. No one was going to go get them. I will tell you, when we go up in the air, I probably see 40 civilian helicopters, and I might see 2 Blackhawks, National Guard, military, whatever they are. That's it. No one's out there doing rescues. I have my entire team up here from Florida right now, and they have no ability to go rescue these people other than what they can drive to. And the people that are in dire need, they're out in the mountains. They are completely cut off. Now, I will say, I spoke to my congresswoman down in Florida, and she's a badass, and she made a bunch of phone calls, and now we got 2 contracted 60s coming up here tomorrow, which is great. I love that, but like, I still don't fly out there and rescue these people. So I hope this video goes viral. I hope these politicians get fired. I hope people get pissed off. They'll probably kick me out of the state of North Carolina for doing this, but you know what? I don't care, because if I can save one more life for it, it's fucking worth it to me. I really don't want to make this video, but it...
So there you go. So apparently the government is in the way. Man, that's the spirit. Look at that. I didn't even read that. So right here, it says, Let me see. However, in one case where FEMA and the National Guardsmen are found, they are getting in the way. As told to Fox News on October the 2nd, 2024 by Tim Kennedy, right? So, where's that going to lead to? Well, of course, the people getting pissed off and taking matters into their own hands, man, because the government ain't doing shit. The Biden regime ain't doing nothing. Just imagine if Kamala somehow beats Trump, and gets in the office. You think these people ain't going to rise up and try to take their country back, man? The Civil War is being set up. So however the Lord does it, we know that this is going to take effect. Egyptians will be set against Egyptians. Democrat versus Republican, right? So, I wasn't going to watch the other video, but for the sake of time, we'll just go ahead and get back into the scriptures. All right, so let's go to 2nd Esdras chapter 15 and verse 14. So it says, the world and the people in it are doomed. The war that will bring their destruction is near. With this ultimate World War III, nations will arm themselves and fight against other nations. There will be great political turmoil with one group trying to overpower another and gain control, see, while ignoring the legitimate government. Why? Because they ain't doing shit. So you're going to have one group, which is, the right wing, these conservatives, they're going to try to overpower these liberals, man. The whole Biden and Kamala regime to gain control while ignoring the legitimate government, like the hell one, because they ain't doing shit. The FEMA's out there, they stopping people from coming in, and it seems like they're helping out the migrants more than they are the actual Americans. You see that? They feel betrayed. There will no longer be free access to the cities because the struggle for power, right, will bring destruction, terror, and total confusion wherever people live, driven by famine and terrible suffering. This was coming. People will assault their neighbors and mercilessly plunder their possessions, man. So the Lord is setting this up right before your eyes, man, right before our eyes. This is prophecy. So great political turmoil is taking place, in which you're going to have these people trying to overpower this corrupt government, in which they think that Trump is going to bring forth, a peace. He's going to make America great again, right? But that nigga ain't on the same thing. They were set up to cause division by the elites. But these everyday redneck Americans, they can't really understand that, But this is the counsel of the Heavenly Father to break down America. So Civil War is being molded right before you. Molded right in front of your eyes, man. It's being shaped and molded right before your eyes. So just want to go through that real quick. So Lord willing, you're edified. Till next time I say, Shalom.